Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? Hope you guys have been having a great week so far. And in this video, I want to talk about my analysis for GBPUSD and GBPJPY. I'll start off with GBPUSD from the weekly time frame and work my way down to the 4-hour time frame. Now on the weekly time frame, we can see that price has been moving bullish to the upside, just like gold and Euro USD. And the price is smashed through this resistance area there, this previous resistance area at the 1.023 area, more or less, or zone, because it's not just one particular point. So 1.23 is a key area, and we see price smashing through that, coming back several times to retest that area as well. And then price ended up facing resistance here again at the 1.244 area, which I will map out here, and that's the 1.244 area. That's another key zone that we'll be looking at, and the reason why I mapped out these two areas would be that's where we'll be looking for price reactions and to see what price does exactly. So one of two things can happen here. Price, because we're expecting more bullish move for GBP USD, price can just continue up, break through the 1.244 area, come back to retest it, and then continue up to the 1.266 area. All right, so that's one possibility that we're looking at. The other possibility would be price coming back down into support area here, 1.23 area, and then continue to the upside, probably breaking through the zone again, and then continuing its up move. Okay, so these are the two opportunities that we'll be looking for in GBP USD. Looking at the two buy zones there. Okay, and once we are able to get the opportunity to, or once price gets into these two areas there, then we'll be looking to buy. All right, and hopefully that plays out. And again, our bias of our buy bias is mostly as a result of what we're seeing in the long-term trend. We're expecting price to continue to the upside, even though it may range for a little bit, or sometimes there may be a bit of retracement. But even with the ranging and even with the retracement, we will still expect just to look for good opportunities to enter our buy trade, so that we can capitalize on it. I would say this period now, it's a period of patience. We shouldn't be rushing to take any trades. There are periods like this in the market where price would range a bit and price would be quite undecisive. And if you keep rushing to take trades, you end up blowing your account. So all I would say is wait for these key opportunities. We know where we're expecting price to head to. When price gets to one of these key areas, then we should now execute our trade according to our trading plan and ensure proper risk management. So that is what I would advise during this period, and that's how I believe you should trade. But again, for GBP USD, my bias is bullish. I'm expecting more buy trades. I'm waiting for price to get down to one of these two key areas, and then I'll be looking to take my trade from there. I don't mind holding my trade for a while. I am a swing trader. I hold my trade for a week, sometimes 2 weeks, just to see how price plays out. So I hope you found that helpful. Next, I'm going to talk about my analysis for GBPJPY, again starting with the weekly time frame and working down to the 4-hour time frame. Right, so on the weekly time frame for GBPJPY, we can see that this market is much more volatile than the other ones. It is showing a more uptrend, generally speaking, but not as smooth as gold, Euro USD, or GBP USD. And so there have been a lot of retracements in this market in the last few months. But what I would say is in this market, again, it's about looking at those key areas and trying to identify whether price is reacting to those key areas, or how price reacts to those key areas, and then capitalizing on that. And looking at the market now on the weekly time frame, we can see that not the last week, but 2 weeks ago, price closed strongly bullish, and you can see this engulfing candle here, and engulfing candle on in a support area on a higher time frame is highly suggestive that price will move in that direction of the engulfing candle, and again, which is what we're generally expecting. But price has been a bit shady recently. So if we go down to the weekly time frame, to the daily time frame, sorry, we can see that our weekly time frame showed us an engulfing candle at setting point followed by a doji candle. Doji candle is probably as a result of this range here, and see what's happening there. And then when you look at it again from broad perspective, we can see that there is a W pattern that has formed as well, which again we can say that is a bullish pattern. So this is more or less double confirmation of the direction in which we're expecting price to get to. So we were expecting, when we go to the weekly time frame, we can see the engulfing candle. So this is telling us that we should buy. And when we now go down to the daily time frame, we can see a W pattern again, saying, signaling more of a buy as well. And right now we are more or less in the neck of this engulfing of this NW pattern, and we're just waiting for a proper breakout of that neck and see how price reacts. So let's go down to the forward time frame and see if we can look for better opportunities there as well. So looking at this, we can see that there is a resistance area here. All right, so I'm just going to move this here. We can see price testing those areas here. Right, and then a couple more times as well. Good. So on the forward time frame, this is a key area for us, and that is the 161.8 area, I would say. Okay, 161.8. So this is a key zone there, and this key zone, I should use another color to represent it. All right, so this key zone that we've marked out, that if price does break above that area and comes back to retest it, we should be looking for our buy trade there. Okay, so that is us identifying the key area. And again, our patience will be what would help in this situation. So if we wait for price to break that 61.8 area, comes back to retest and gives us a bullish signal on that area, then we should be looking to buy. And the bullish signal again I look out for would be engulfing candles, pin bars, and I'll also be looking for inside bars as well in that key area. For now, this area seems to be holding, and then what we're looking at now is more of price forming this sort of pattern. Okay, coming to the downside into this area here and possibly back down into this area. So this again can possibly happen, and so if that happens, we shouldn't be surprised at all. So is that price coming back down into the zone here, or further breaking that zone into this area here, or occasionally can even bounce from this area? So what does that tell us? Basically, when we have all these possibilities, if price gets down there, what that tells us is that this zone here automatically becomes a key area for us as well. So we've identified one key area, which is 161.8 area, that zone there, and we're waiting. And we say if price breaks through that zone, most likely price will continue to the upside. Okay, and sometimes too, because that area has been holding, if price gets into the zone and gives us a sell signal, we can indeed capitalize on that sell as well. So again, it's not just a buy, but we can also see some sell opportunities there. I'm thinking more of a buy, just given the general outlook of things, given the engulfing candles on the weekly time frame and the W pattern we saw on the daily time frame. That's why I'm considering more of a buy, but a sell is still possible from this key area. Second key area is within this zone here, and I will call this zone, I'll round it up and call it 160. Okay, so it's not exactly in the 160 area, so it's a zone between 159.5 and 160. So but I will call it or let me just say 159.5 to 150 to 160. All right, so this zone here will be another key area. Okay, and in this key area here, we're looking for two things. Okay, either price gets down into this area and then reverses back, gives us a buy signal there, or breaks through this area and then continues all the way down. Either way price gets to, all we need to do is to wait for that confirmation in that zone and then take out our trade in the direction in which we're expecting price to go to. All right, so for me, I'm expecting price to continue its bullish run. So if price does enter into this area, I will be looking for buy trades. But if that buy trade doesn't happen, then I'll just hold on to my trades for now. Okay, and just see how price plays up generally within this key zone. So we've identified the key area. We have to be patient on this until we see how price reacts to those key areas, and then we take our trades in the right direction, hopefully. So this has been my analysis for GBPUSD and GBPJPY. I hope you've found this video very helpful. If you have, kindly leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe to the channel for more analysis videos. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great week ahead. Peace.
I can't forget the day we met. Your eyes so blue, me piercing through. I can't forget the day we met. Your smile so bright.